Kawesa Richard is a contemporary rhythm singer, producer and songwriter who lived in London for more than a decade, nurturing his talent. This, combined with his childhood experiences of living abroad, was the beginning of a dream for Africa. A dream to have the true image of the continent depicted through a united Africa.
I got an opportunity to travel across over 40 states in the US when I was a child. And I kept seeing the differences between the different peoples that make up America. And there was a consistency in some of the places that were dominated by African Americans. So you have a situation where you have Africa generally, its image and the things that have shaped its identity have caused a lot of loss in the true identity of actually who we are supposed to be as a people.
When Kawesa came back to Uganda in 1996, he continued with his music career. However, his experiences had changed his thinking, and while still singing, he started to think about what contribution he could make to translate his dream into reality.
So the question had to be then, where do you start? At home. Try and find a way of defining yourselves in the context of the name that you were given, Ugandan. Okay, you can't change that, but you can change what it means. True, you can't change what the people who gave us the name Africa, what they meant, but you can change the function of that sound Africa. Just like the word gay in the 70s, it used to mean what? Happiness. So if names, if sounds can adopt new meanings, then it's also possible that Africa can acquire a new identity. But that cannot be faked. It has to be the actual function of the character that make up the people called Africans.
This influenced Kawesa's music, which reflected his vision of a unified Africa. And in 2002, he recorded Miss Uganda and the Spirit of Africa, a song that celebrates the Ugandan spirit. Having started on the journey to explore the true identity of Africa, what unites us, and for him, what makes him Ugandan, Kawesa launched the I Am Ugandan campaign in 2010. His dream, which had turned into a vision, was now his mission.
I Am Ugandan is about national identity. We as a people are called Ugandans. When you go on the historical side of things, we had to first understand what it is we're dealing with. So the first thing we had to understand as a tool in itself is to understand, who do they say we are? Who do we say we are? Then those thoughts that people spoke in saying a Ugandan is helped us to understand that that's what they think they are.
So who do Ugandans say they are, and what do they think of Uganda?
I'm proud to be Ugandan because of my nature, the outlook, the way I was brought up. So that is the discipline, the culture, it's so different from other cultures of other countries.
Uganda is a very good nation because it comprises a lot of tribes. And I like so much being with people of various tribes.
Looking at our motto, for God and my country, and I'm proud of our leaders. We don't have problems like Libya faced. It's all in peace, and you can look at the crowds and everyone.
Unity, peace and stability are some of the national values enshrined in the Ugandan constitution, and the I Am Ugandan drive seeks to directly involve Ugandans in fulfilling their constitutional duty.
Why now? I think it's the time to start redefining who we are. What makes me Ugandan if I say I am? What makes me Kenyan? What makes me Ghanaian? If so, I believe I'm Ghanaian, really. So those are sort of questions we are trying to deal with.
Kawesa has chosen to use music as his tool for contributing to the realization of these values.
The quickest route to the mind is through music. It's a feeling. So we're trying to construct a feeling and work backwards. After we attain that feeling, then we want to attach it to a set of responsibilities that if you want to maintain that feeling, these are the set of responsibilities that will help you maintain that feeling. And those are to be A, B, C, D. Just 3 little small things. They all sustain that feeling. And the more you begin, again, the better you gather momentum towards what you want to become. Eventually you believe it is that which you've become, and you start working through the function of what you believe. It's attitudes really we're dealing with.
This cause has attracted various artists who have joined together to promote unity in various occasions.
The most important thing is that each one of them is promoting a certain character that defines a Ugandan as just, productive and orderly, as an expression of patriotism.
I've been looking forward to such kind of initiative for a long time. I've traveled worldwide and I've seen how people treasure being citizens of given countries. So to me, something like this coming on board, I feel proud and I feel moved to be part of it and move it forward.
I feel like as Ugandans, it's our responsibility to come in and support this initiative. I'm proud of being Ugandan.
I am very proud. Actually, I like Uganda. And I like a song which can be introduced that I'm a Ugandan, that I'll be buried in Uganda. I'm born of Uganda. And everything I enjoy is Uganda.
But being a musician, Kawesa best expresses his mission in music, and his song, I Am Ugandan, best demonstrates his hope for the future of Africa.
To someday